There are no coincidences. If you found this message today, it's because the Spirit led you here right now at this very moment. Heaven has a word for you, a revelation that has the power to transform everything. Let me start by saying this. You are so much closer than you think, closer to your breakthrough, your answered prayer, your moment of divine alignment. And God revealed something to me specifically about your life. He showed me what's coming, and let me tell you, it's beyond what you've imagined. But before we dive in, I need you to take a moment to pause. If what I'm about to share resonates with your soul, if you feel a spark in your spirit, don't let this moment slip away. Hit that like button. Every like helps spread this message to others who need to hear it. Subscribe to join this family of chosen ones walking in their divine purpose. Leave a comment, 77, to send a signal to the universe that you are ready to align with what's coming. And here's the key. Play this video on repeat, whether you're awake, before sleep, or even in the background. Each time you watch, the energy will amplify and new revelations will unfold. You'll exalt every ounce of divine power embedded in this message, unlocking layers of truth meant just for you. We all know the frustration of waiting for something that feels overdue. You've prayed, you've hoped, and it seems like the doors of opportunity remain shut. But here's the truth. God's timing is perfect. It might not always feel like it in the moment, but it is. The delay you've experienced, the waiting, isn't a punishment. It's divine preparation. Every moment has been setting you up for exactly the right moment when everything will align perfectly. Picture an artist working on a masterpiece. From afar, it might seem like they're taking too long or making random strokes. But when you get close, you see that each line, each color, is part of a bigger, more beautiful picture. Similarly, the unseen forces working in your life are creating something extraordinary behind the scenes. There's a lot happening beneath the surface, and while it might feel slow, trust that everything is aligning for your good. God doesn't rush blessings. Just as a seed grows roots deep into the soil before it ever breaks through the surface, your foundation is being solidified right now. These quiet moments of waiting are where your roots grow stronger, your faith deepens, and your readiness increases. Trust in the process, because when the doors finally open, you'll be prepared to walk through with strength and grace. Every challenge you faced, every moment of struggle, has been an essential part of your preparation. Just as a warrior trains for battle, your trials have equipped you with the resilience and strength you need for what's ahead. Life hasn't been trying to break you. It's been training you to stand firm, to rise above the obstacles, and to move forward with purpose. Think about the process of refining gold. The heat is intense, the flames harsh, but through it, the gold becomes purer, stronger, more valuable. That's you. Every hardship you faced, from heartbreak to disappointment, has been burning away what doesn't belong, refining you into the person you're meant to be. God is turning every setback into a stepping stone, and every tear shed has been building your character for the purpose ahead. God never wastes a moment of your pain. Your endurance through these trials is shaping you into someone capable of achieving what others might think impossible. So if you're feeling weary, know this. You're not just surviving, you're growing. The strength you've gained through these experiences is preparing you for the breakthrough that's already on its way. Have you ever wondered why the battles seem so fierce? Why the attacks from the enemy feel unrelenting? It's because you're a threat to everything the enemy wants to keep small. The intensity of the trials, the doubts, and the struggles aren't random. They are proof of the incredible potential within you. The enemy wouldn't fight you this hard if you weren't destined for something extraordinary. Imagine standing in the middle of a battlefield surrounded by arrows of doubt and fear, yet still standing tall. The reason you're still standing is that you're anointed. The attacks you face can't destroy you because God has already equipped you with everything you need to rise above them. The more the enemy fights, the closer you are to your breakthrough. It's like a storm that rages just before the calm, and the enemy knows that once the storm passes, you will emerge more powerful than ever. Remember, the attacks you face are not a sign of weakness. They are a sign of your strength. You've already overcome so much, and what's ahead is even greater. Trust in your anointing. Trust in the power within you, because you are unstoppable. You are chosen for greatness, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. When you step into your divine purpose, it's not just your life that will be transformed. Your breakthrough will create a ripple effect, touching the lives of those around you in ways you can't even imagine. The people you haven't met yet, the strangers you've yet to inspire, they are waiting for your story. When you rise into your purpose, you will lift others with you. Think about how a single spark can ignite a fire that spreads across an entire forest. That's how powerful your journey is. Your faith, perseverance, and obedience will not only change your life, but will open doors for others to walk through as well. Your breakthrough is bigger than just you. It's for the kingdom, for the community, for the world. The lives of your family, friends, and even strangers will be impacted by your willingness to stay faithful and follow the path God has laid out for you. The world is waiting for your story. Your breakthrough will inspire others to keep going, to believe, to trust in the impossible. You're not just being prepared for a blessing, you're being prepared to be a blessing to others. The moment you step into what God has for you, it will be like a light breaking through darkness, leading others out of their own wilderness. You've prayed, you've waited, and sometimes it feels like nothing is happening. But trust me, God's timing is never wrong. It's easy to get frustrated when things don't move as quickly as we hope. But remember, your life isn't following earthly schedules. It's operating in heavenly timing. The things you desire, the dreams you've held on to, are all unfolding in the perfect moment according to God's plan. In the spirit, I saw a clock glowing with divine light. Its hands didn't move according to human expectations, but were in sync with the eternal rhythm of God's will. When you're waiting, it might feel like a delay, but it's actually alignment. The universe and everything in it is being arranged just for you, positioning you in exactly the right place to receive everything you've prayed for. God's delays are not denials. They are divine setups. Every second of waiting is part of a bigger picture, a masterpiece that will unfold in ways that surpass your understanding. Trust that when the doors open, they will open with force, and everything you've been preparing for will fall into place perfectly. God is never late. He is always on time. It's easy to wonder why we go through pain, why the suffering, why the heartache. But the truth is, your pain is shaping you. It's teaching you lessons that will be invaluable as you step into your destiny. God doesn't waste pain. Every experience that hurts you, every moment of suffering, is preparation for your purpose. Your pain is not for nothing. Think of a runner training for a race. The runner endures sweat, exhaustion, and sore muscles. But those very challenges are what will make them stronger, faster, and more prepared for the race ahead. Your pain is your training ground, refining you into the person you need to become in order to fulfill your divine purpose. It's uncomfortable now, but it's making you stronger for what's coming. When you look back on your journey, you'll realize that the things that hurt you the most were the very things that gave you the strength to carry the weight of your purpose. You were never meant to stay stuck in your pain. You were meant to grow through it. Your pain is preparing you for your breakthrough, and that breakthrough will be worth every struggle you've endured. We often think that the visible world is the only reality, but in truth, the unseen forces at work in our lives are far more powerful than anything we can comprehend. There are angels fighting battles on your behalf, prayers being answered in ways that are beyond your understanding, and divine connections being made that will unlock doors you never imagined possible. The unseen forces are working tirelessly behind the scenes, orchestrating everything for your good. Imagine a vast network of invisible threads pulling things together. Every decision, every choice you make, every prayer you utter is being woven into a beautiful tapestry that will one day be revealed. You may not always see the hand of God at work, but rest assured, He is present in every detail of your life, guiding and protecting you. The forces working for you are stronger than anything working against you, and they are positioning you for something far beyond your expectations. Trust that even when things seem unclear, there are greater forces at play, aligning everything for your benefit. You are not alone in this journey. Divine help is surrounding you, ready to carry you through any storm and lead you to the promised land of your purpose. Keep faith in the unseen. Your miracle is being set up right now. There is no one else on this planet exactly like you. Your life, your experiences, your dreams, and your abilities are uniquely positioned to fulfill a purpose that only you can accomplish. You might feel ordinary at times, but the truth is, you are extraordinary. Every step, every twist and turn in your journey has led you to this moment, this time in history where you are about to step into something incredible. Think of a puzzle. Every piece is unique and fits into the larger picture in its own way. You are that piece. No one else can do what you are meant to do. Your strengths, your struggles, your talents, they have all been cultivated specifically to serve your purpose. Your journey has prepared you for a moment when you will step into your greatness. And when you do, the world will recognize the one-of-a-kind contribution only you can offer. So never underestimate yourself. The setbacks you've experienced, the paths you've walked, have shaped you for something greater. You are not in the right place by accident. Every detail of your life has been part of God's divine strategy, positioning you for a unique greatness that will touch lives in ways you cannot even imagine. Have you ever felt that small voice inside you, that gentle nudge guiding you to make a decision or take a step? That is divine guidance. Your intuition is not just a random feeling, it's the voice of God speaking to your heart. Trust it. In a world full of noise, distractions, and external pressures, your inner voice is your compass, leading you on the path meant for you. Think about the moments when you followed that inner voice and saw it lead you to exactly where you needed to be. Maybe it was a career change, a new relationship, or an opportunity you almost passed by. That intuitive feeling is more than just your gut. It's God working through you, showing you the next step on your journey. When you learn to trust it, you'll be amazed at how many doors open that seem completely closed. God has placed His wisdom within you, and when you listen to that voice, you align yourself with His will. The more you trust your intuition, the clearer it becomes. You are not wandering aimlessly, you are being led. So let go of doubts and embrace the guidance that's already within you. It will never lead you astray. Your story is one of resilience, survival, and triumph. Every chapter, every struggle, every tear has shaped you into who you are today. While others may only see the surface, God knows the depth of your story. He knows the battles you fought and the strength you've gained, and that story will not only inspire others, it will empower you to continue on your path with unwavering faith. Think about the power of a book. The story unfolds with twists, turns, heartaches, and victories. And when we read it, we find something in ourselves reflected in those pages. Your life is that book. Every hardship you've faced is a lesson that will help others. Your victory is not just for you. It's for everyone who needs to hear your story of overcoming, of faith in the face of uncertainty. Never forget the power of your testimony. What you've endured, the courage it took to keep going, is a story that will move mountains. God will use your story to encourage others to press on, to keep the faith, and to trust that their own breakthroughs are coming. Don't be afraid to share your story, because your strength and resilience will change lives. Sometimes the hardest thing is letting go. Letting go of the old, the familiar, the expectations of others. But here's the secret. When you release what no longer serves you, you make space for everything that's meant for you. Letting go isn't giving up. It's trusting that what God has for you is better than what you can imagine. Think about a bird in a cage. It may feel comfortable and safe, but it can never fly until the door is opened, and it takes that first leap. The moment you let go of your fears, your doubts, your past hurts, you unlock the door to the next chapter of your life. The release will feel like freedom, and in that freedom, you will discover new possibilities you never thought possible. God is calling you to release your grip on what's holding you back. Trust Him to fill the void with something better. The moment you surrender, you open yourself up to blessings that will exceed your wildest dreams. Let go and let God move in your life. In a world that often feels cold and uncertain, there is one constant: God's love for you. It is unconditional, unfailing, and immeasurable. No matter what you've done, where you've been, or how far you've strayed, God's love is always with you. It wraps around you like a warm embrace, reminding you that you are never alone. Think about the love of a parent for their child. Even when the child makes mistakes, the parent's love never wavers. That's the love God has for you. It's not dependent on your perfection, but on His endless grace. He sees you, He knows you, and He loves you with a love that is far deeper than anything you can fully comprehend. When you feel lost or unworthy, remember this. You are God's beloved child, and His love for you is limitless. That love is your anchor in the storm, your comfort in the chaos. You are treasured, and nothing can ever separate you from the love of God. We often focus so much on the destination that we forget to enjoy the journey. But the truth is, it's the journey that shapes us. Every step, every experience, and even the setbacks are part of the beautiful process of becoming who we were meant to be. You are not just waiting for something to happen. You are being shaped, refined, and transformed along the way. Think of a sculptor working on a piece of marble. The end result is beautiful, but it's the chiseling, the shaping, the refining process that makes the sculpture come alive. The same is true for your life. Every challenge, every moment of growth is part of the masterpiece that God is creating within you. So embrace the journey, don't rush through it. Every moment has value, every lesson has purpose. Trust that God is with you in every season, shaping you into the person you are meant to become. The journey is as important as the destination. And in the end, you'll see that the process was the most beautiful part of all. As you stand on the edge of your breakthrough, remember the future is brighter than you could ever imagine. What you see now, the struggles, the challenges, are just temporary. The horizon ahead is filled with opportunities, joy, peace, and blessings. Your best days are still ahead of you, and they are going to be more magnificent than anything you've ever dreamed. Think about how the darkest nights give way to the brightest mornings. The trials you're facing today are simply the prelude to the life you've been preparing for. The future you're walking into is filled with hope, success, love, and everything you've worked so hard to achieve. You are entering into a season of growth, fulfillment, and divine favor. So don't look back. Keep your eyes fixed on the future, because it's brighter than anything you've ever imagined. Your dreams are closer than you think, and the best is yet to come. Trust in God's plan, trust in His timing, and walk boldly into the future He's preparing for you. In a world that values speed and instant gratification, patience can feel like an outdated virtue. Yet it is in patience that we often find the deepest strength. The moments when you want to rush, when you feel like you can't wait another second, are precisely when patience becomes your greatest ally. Trusting in God's timing means understanding that sometimes waiting is part of the journey. When we wait patiently, we allow space for our hearts to grow and for our dreams to mature. Every season has its own purpose, and the waiting period is never wasted. Just as a seed needs time to grow beneath the soil, your dreams and aspirations need time to take root and flourish. Patience isn't just about doing nothing. It's about trusting that what is meant for you will come at the perfect time. Patience can teach you resilience. It helps you face challenges with grace, knowing that difficult times don't last forever. You start to realize that everything you're waiting for is being prepared for you, just as you are being prepared for it. Trust that what you are going through now is shaping you into the person who will be ready for all the blessings ahead. So next time you find yourself struggling with impatience, take a deep breath and remember, everything is unfolding as it should. You are not behind in life. You're exactly where you need to be. Embrace the power of patience, knowing that it's leading you toward your greater purpose. Sometimes it's in our most difficult moments that we discover our true strength. The struggles we face can feel overwhelming, as if we are drowning in challenges that seem too heavy to bear. But within every trial lies an opportunity to grow, to rise up above, and to uncover the untapped power within us. It's in the storms that we find out just how strong we really are. Think about a tree that grows tall and strong only after withstanding harsh winds. Without those winds, it would never have developed deep roots or the resilience to endure future challenges. Similarly, your struggles are building you, strengthening your spirit, and preparing you for a greater purpose. You are being shaped by the challenges you face, and each one you overcome adds another layer of strength to your character. In your weakest moments, you are not defeated. You are being refined. God never promised a life without hardships, but he did promise to give you the strength to endure. Every time you push through, you grow stronger and more equipped for the next chapter of your life. So don't shy away from your struggles. Face them with courage, knowing that each battle you win is a victory not just for today, but for the person you are becoming. Strength is forged in adversity, and your struggles are creating a resilience that will carry you through anything life throws your way. The past, while important, should not define your present or limit your future. It's easy to get stuck in old wounds, regrets, or memories that no longer serve us. But letting go of the past is one of the most freeing things you can do for yourself. The weight of old hurts can hold you back from stepping into the fullness of your potential. But when you release them, you make room for the incredible things ahead. Every person you've been, every mistake you've made, and every difficult experience has led you to this moment. But that doesn't mean you need to keep carrying it with you. You are not the sum of your past mistakes. You are the promise of what is yet to come. Letting go of past failures and resentments allows you to move forward unburdened, ready to fully embrace all that God has for you in this new season. When you let go, you open up the possibility of a new beginning. You don't have to be bound by who you were or what you've done. Your future is filled with opportunities, joy, and growth, but you can only step into it when you release the grip of the past. It's time to stop letting old stories define your journey. Release the chains of your past and you will discover a freedom you've never known. The future that awaits you is brighter, fuller, and waiting to be claimed. Don't let what was keep you from what is meant to be. We all have potential lying dormant within us, waiting to be unlocked. But often we fail to realize just how powerful we truly are. The key to unlocking your potential is faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, and faith in God's plan for your life. You are capable of achieving far more than you can imagine, and all it takes is a belief that you were made for greatness. Think about the most inspiring people in history. They didn't start out with all the answers or the resources they needed. What they had was an unwavering belief in their potential. They knew that within them was the ability to create change, to impact the world, and to leave a legacy. Your potential is no different. It's just waiting for you to recognize it and take action. You may face doubts, but don't let them paralyze you. Embrace the challenges, the obstacles, and the unknowns. These are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Each hurdle you overcome brings you one step closer to realizing your potential. God has equipped you with everything you need to succeed. Trust in His design, and you'll begin to see doors open in ways you never thought possible. So ask yourself, what if you fully embraced your potential? What would happen if you stepped into the person God created you to be? The world is waiting for you to rise to the occasion. Unlock your inner potential and watch as you transform your life and the lives of those around you. Sometimes the greatest leaps in life require the most courage. The fear of the unknown can hold us back from taking bold steps towards our dreams. But it's only when we step out of our comfort zones that we experience true growth. The leap may seem daunting, but on the other side of fear lies freedom, success, and fulfillment. Taking a leap of faith doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out. It means trusting that God will catch you when you fall and that He has already paved the way. The journey might not be smooth and the path may not always be clear, but each step forward is an act of courage that brings you closer to your purpose. Think about the times when you hesitated to take a risk, only to look back later and realize it was the best decision you ever made. The moment you decided to take a leap, everything changed. The leap wasn't about the outcome. It was about trusting yourself and trusting God. In doing so, you open the door to new possibilities. So if you're standing at the edge of a leap, don't let fear hold you back. Embrace the uncertainty, take that step, and trust that the landing will be just as beautiful as the journey itself. Life doesn't always go the way we expect. Sometimes things seem to fall apart, and we wonder where God's plan fits into the mess. But trust in the divine plan means believing that even when things seem chaotic, God is in control. He's weaving a story far greater than we can imagine, and every twist and turn is leading us exactly where we need to go. There are moments when life feels like it's falling apart, but these are often the moments when God is creating the space for something new to emerge. We can't always see what He sees, but we can trust that His plans are far greater than anything we could have ever hoped for. Trusting in God's plan means letting go of control and knowing that the pieces will fall into place in His perfect timing. Think about the times when things didn't go the way you planned, only to discover later that it was for your good. Maybe that closed door was protecting you from something better. Maybe that detour was leading you to an even greater opportunity. Every experience, every setback, every delay is part of the divine plan that's unfolding for you. So trust the process. Trust that God is always working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything for your good. Even when you don't understand it, His plan is perfect, and He's guiding you every step of the way. We are not meant to journey through life alone. One of the most powerful gifts we can have is a strong community to walk alongside us. Whether it's family, friends, or fellow believers, the support and encouragement of others can make all the difference. God created us to be in relationship with one another, to build each other up, and to lift each other through the toughest times. Think about the power of a single thread. It may seem fragile on its own, but when woven into a fabric, it becomes strong and unbreakable. The same is true of us. Alone, we may face challenges that feel impossible, but together we are stronger, more resilient, and more capable of overcoming anything. Community provides the support we need to keep going when we feel like giving up. In times of struggle, it's easy to isolate ourselves, but it's in those moments that we need community the most. Your struggles may be your own, but they don't have to be faced alone. God has placed people in your life to encourage, pray for, and walk alongside you. Together, you can weather any storm, so cherish your community. Be there for others as they are there for you. The strength found in connection is unparalleled, and through it, we can accomplish far more than we could on our own. Gratitude has the power to change everything. When we choose to focus on what we have instead of what we lack, our perspective shifts and our hearts become more open to the blessings around us. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a practice. It's a choice to look for the good even when life feels overwhelming. Start by taking a moment each day to count your blessings. Even in the hardest times, there is always something to be thankful for. Maybe it's a friend who supported you, a lesson you learned, or a small victory you achieved. The act of gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, and when you focus on the blessings in your life, more will come your way. Gratitude also has a profound impact on your well-being. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly experience less stress, better mental health, and stronger relationships. It's not just about acknowledging the good things in life, it's about embracing the mindset that everything, even the struggles, is part of a larger divine plan. So start today. Find something to be thankful for and watch as your heart shifts from feeling lack to experiencing abundance. Gratitude will transform your life in ways you never imagined. In a world that often measures worth by external achievements, it's easy to forget that your value is not defined by what you do or have. You are valuable simply because you exist. God created you with purpose, and His love for you is not contingent on your success, your mistakes, or your accomplishments. You are worthy of love, respect, and success just because you are you. Think about how much love and care a parent has for their child. No matter what they do or don't do, this is the love God has for you. It's unconditional, infinite, and unchanging. Your worth doesn't depend on how others see you or how well you perform. It's built into who you are as a child of God. When you truly understand your value, you stop seeking validation from the world. You no longer measure your worth by comparison to others or by the standards society sets. Instead, you embrace the truth that you are valuable because you are God's creation, and that is enough. So never let anyone or anything make you feel less than what you are. Your value is not up for debate. You are loved, you are worthy, and you are enough. Fear is a powerful force, but faith is even more powerful. When fear threatens to take hold of your heart, it's faith that will give you the courage to press forward. Choosing faith over fear isn't always easy, but it's the key to living a life full of purpose and joy. Fear may show up, but you don't have to let it control you. Faith allows you to trust in God's plan, even when you can't see the way forward. It's the belief that no matter what happens, God is with you, guiding you through the storm. When you choose faith, you are choosing to believe in the promises of God rather than the lies of fear. And with faith, nothing is impossible. Every time you face fear, remember the times when faith carried you through, whether it was a job loss, a broken relationship, or a personal struggle. Faith has been the constant that has brought you through. Faith will carry you even through the most uncertain moments. So choose faith today. Let it be the lens through which you view your circumstances. When fear rises up, let your faith rise higher. Trust that God is bigger than any fear and that He is leading you to a place of peace and victory.